How's it going, boys? My name is Default Crunchy and welcome back to Late Night Crunch. Today we're going to be talking about social media. I have been consuming content on social media for a very, very long time, and I would assume that a lot of you guys have too. But I've been thinking recently that I think it's time to quit. Short form content is an extremely addictive way of viewing content, and just like many others, I have fallen in that trap of scrolling my life away for hours and hours and hours and really not getting any satisfaction from it. Yes, there's a few funny videos here and there, few laughs, but other than that, it's not really worth my time anymore. It isn't healthy, and I have found myself scrolling hours and hours and hours away at a time, and it isn't healthy. I'm all for watching long form content, like long form YouTube videos or movies, films, TV shows. I'm all for that. That's something you want to watch. That's an investment. When you sit down and watch something, you are investing time into watching that. I love watching long form and I love watching movies, films, TV shows. I do enjoy that. When I load up TikTok or Instagram Reels or YouTube Shorts, my feeds vary a lot. You might remember the YouTube Kinda Sucks video, where I done an experiment on YouTube, and it was just all AI slop. My feed was like that for a while, and I made that video, and it went to normal. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I got the attention of YouTube somehow. Highly doubt that though. But when I go onto Instagram or TikTok, it is just depressing, man. There is not many funny videos on there. It makes me sad. It genuinely makes me sad. I will scroll for hours and I'll probably get maybe 2 tops funny videos, and the rest are just genuinely depressing. And I'm not saying that to be funny. I'm not saying depressing in like a haha funny way. I mean depressing. They really are upsetting. And I'll go back to the YouTube Kinda Sucks video that I made, where I said that maybe your phone is listening to you. And I believe that to an extent, because when I open it up, it describes my situations or things I've been talking about, and it makes me feel as if I'm worse off than I actually am. And it does really get me. It does. And I'll sit there and I'll think, damn, my life is terrible. And then once I'm off the app, I'll think, why was I thinking that? It's just the way it is presented to you and the way it wants you to think about your own life. See, with me, I can look back and reflect and think on things that have happened and be glad that they happened. I remember seeing a video the other day. Me and the OG friend group getting on the Xbox playing OG Fortnite. I was like, damn, that really did end. That was a time to be alive. And I got upset. I got a little upset. The realization of like, damn, those really were the days. Oh, and don't get me started on those godforsaken relationship TikToks and Instagram reels. Oh my lord. Do not get me started on those. Those are even worse. I remember there was a time where I absolutely refused to make short form content on my main channel, and I absolutely refused to make TikToks because I didn't believe in it. I hated the idea of putting out short form content. I don't know, I didn't like it. Yeah, now I make short form content, but there was a time where I was completely against it, and I hated the idea of even making short form content on any platform. But yeah, I don't think short form content is for me anymore. I don't want to feel as if I'm worse off than I actually am, because that's all it makes me feel. It makes me feel worse about things that really don't affect me that much. And I don't want that for myself. So I think it's time to quit consuming short form content on social media. But yeah, bit of a weird one tonight, I feel. Bit of a weird conversation. I feel like I've got a bit of a weird mindset when it comes to short form content. I don't know if any of you will agree with me, but I'm definitely going to be lowering my usage of social media when it comes to short form content. But let me know in the comments, because surely I can't be alone in this, right? Surely I can't be the only one thinking, damn, it is really messing with our minds. It is making you feel things that you don't usually feel. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments. But that's going to be about it, boys. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, the forums are in the links in the description, all completely anonymous. And as always, have a great rest of your day.